We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Antonio Express and the Arizona Cardinals. Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from
the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Off play action. Bulls. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Bowles. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Off the play fake. Bowles. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Cardinals at 11-2 now, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest with one interception already thrown. When that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kari Blasingame, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. There's Evans again, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a 1st down carry, it's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Bowles. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Bowles. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And room there to work it inside the 25. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kari Blossingame. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. McCann's got it teed up. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to...
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run here with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. To throw on 2nd down. Bowles. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Off play action. Bowles. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. They find some open field here. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it.
And now here is another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long. Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Bulls. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Eckler, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.